Hi everyone, it's Janis here with a new episode to help you build better daily structure and be in control of your life. In poker, there is a popular saying, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. But this does not only apply to the poker. The same can be applied to your personal and professional life, as well as any other project. No matter what you're currently working towards in your life, there will be times where things will be not going according to plan and you will hit the dip. You might be writing your book and halfway through you feel that things are not sticking together. You start to question yourself and potential of the book itself. This means that you have hit the dip. Or you might be starting your business. First 3 months things are great because you're full of excitement and drive. But then, after 3 months, the initial excitement starts to wear off. Things get tougher and you hit the dip. The great thing about the dip is that once you come out of it, you will feel like on the top of the world because you know that you pushed through the hard times. The dip is a natural phenomenon in everything that we do, and it is almost impossible to avoid it. The best strategy to deal with the dip is to prepare for it. Today, we'll take a look at the Seth Godin's book called The Dip, to learn about how to prepare for it, as well as when to quit and when to keep going. So let's dive in. Number 1, there will be always a dip. When people start something new, the last thing they want to think about is the times when things will be not going according to plan. But sooner or later, the dip will come. And if you're not prepared for it, then it will be hard for you to get through it. It is the same as with our everyday situations that make us change our mind and take different actions than we planned. If you agree with your friend that you'll go to the gym together and then your friend calls up and says that he's not going, then there is a high chance that you will skip the gym as well. Because it is harder to go on your own and work out if you knew that you'll be working out with somebody else. In a bigger scale, you might be working out consistently. But then, after 6 months, your weights plateau, and you start to lose motivation to go to the gym. But if you know that it is normal to hit the roadblock that you'll have to work through, then you'll get through your dips with dedication to keep going forward. Number 2, embrace the challenges of dip. Going through the dip when you're trying to achieve your goals is not easy, especially when you're putting in all the work and effort, but nothing is moving forward. In those moments, it is important to remember how you feel when you push through and make things happen. Last year, I was traveling around the world for 12 months, and while I saw many amazing things that I remember, the best experience was running a marathon. It was physically and mentally most challenging activity that I did, and the fact that I pushed through the exhaustion made this experience unforgettable. Number 3, take advantage of the dip. Let's change a perspective here a little bit and see how we can use the dip to our advantage. Everyone, sooner or later, arrives at the dip, and that is fine, because if you know that it is coming, you can use it to get ahead of the game. Every day, thousands of people are starting to build their personal brands on social media, and after 2 to 3 months, they will all face the tough times. They'll be all thinking to themselves, I have been posting content for so long, and I only have 100 followers. Is it really worth to keep going? And 99% of them will quit at that point. So if you're one of those people who are putting in the work every day, keep going, because your competition is throwing in the towel. In the end, you can only succeed with your personal brand if you're one of those people who didn't give up when the things got tough. Number 4, develop grit and patience. The biggest weakness in today's society is patience. Everyone wants results and now, but that is not how it always works. I see time and time again new entrepreneurs trying to build their personal brand on different platforms and switching with the hopes that the next platform will be the big hit. They try Facebook for 3 months. If it doesn't bring instant results, they'll be switching to Instagram. After another 3 months, if the Instagram doesn't work, they'll try YouTube and so on. I don't have to tell you that that is formula for disaster, and people who keep jumping from one thing to another will never achieve anything. That is because they're not giving themselves any chance to succeed in the first place, and as soon as they reach the dip, they're giving up. So you have to develop the mindset where you stick with the things even in hard times to continue putting in the work and effort. Number 5, cut the losses. We just spoke about how to stick with the things and get through the hard times, but you also have to be smart and know when it's time to let things go. When I was starting my first business, I made a mistake by sticking with the things for too long, and that costed me years of unnecessary effort. I loved my business idea so much that I was completely blind to see changing market conditions, and I ignored what people around me were telling me. So I just kept thinking that one day circumstances will turn in my favor and I'll be running a successful business. Instead of cutting my losses after 3 years, I kept going for another 2 years, hoping that things will change one day. If you're in a position where you're going through the dip and it just keeps getting deeper and deeper, it is important to evaluate the things. Great idea is to get an outside perspective on the situation. If you're working with a coach, then this is a great way to get an additional perspective. But by far, the most effective strategy is prove to yourself that what you're doing is the right thing to do. You can do that by setting timely goal. If you can achieve your goal and improve the situation, then you know that there is a way out of the dip. But if the situation only gets worse, then you know that it is a time to cut the losses. The bottom line is that we all, at some point in our life, will hit the dip in our business venture or personal life. I hope that these main ideas from the book will help you to prepare for your dips and help you to make the right decisions of when to stick and when to quit. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you have any questions about time management and becoming more productive, then leave them in the comment section below. If you want to manage your time better, have more structure in your life, and achieve your goals, make sure you check out my time planning application. You can set goals and track progress towards them, create time blocks and build your own daily structure, as well as log your time and measure your performance. Best of all, it's totally free, so press here to check it out right now. I'm working on new videos every day, so be sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next episode.